Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Today I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, and we're here to take a look at another, possibly a dead mall, a very large mall. One of South Carolina's largest malls is located right here in Columbia, and it was called the Columbia Place Mall. So back in the day, I mean, they call it the Columbia Place Mall now, formerly Columbia Mall. So this place is pretty interesting. It was built in 1977. The developer was Richard E. Jacobs, and the owner right now is called Moonbeam Capital Investments. So back in the day when this mall was open, it actually had 5 anchor stores. Today, one reason why I'm thinking it's a dead mall, because it only has 1 anchor store open, 4 vacant stores, and I think the one that's open right now might be Macys, if I read correctly. So the total retail floor area of this mall is 1,098,401 square feet. So this is quite a large facility, and it has 6,149 parking places. And I'm going to tell you something right now, and it is 2 floors, but I kind of want to show you the parking spaces right here, and just to look how empty it is. Now I'm here on a Saturday, a lot of construction stuff going on here, but just look at that out there. This is on a Saturday. This is on a weekend, just after lunchtime, and we're going to kind of walk around the vicinity down there. But I kind of want to start right here, because right next to it, just adjacent to it really, is this old cinema. And a lot of times when you're looking at these old malls that's either dead, dying, or whatnot, you will find a cinema close by. Now this looks like this was a really good one at one time. Very nice looking. It was called the Columbia Place Stadium Cinemas. I'm sure it had stadium seating. Big old closed sign up there. Been wanting to make my way in this area for quite some time and check out this place, because you just never know when they're going to totally close down. But that's kind of cool. Here's where you ought to bought your tickets. Right here is the ticket booth. They got this place boarded up pretty tight, padlocked. Can't really see much of anything on the inside. I do see that big Coca-Cola and Sprite sign in there, if you guys can see that or not, but there you go. Now you can see it a little bit. But very sad, you know, just like all these malls, cinemas have been dying at an alarming rate since the year 2020. That what we went through, the world went through actually. Cinemas, these places right here are just, they're struggling, boy. And it doesn't matter if there's a mall around or not, or a dead mall or whatever. I mean, all of them are shut down. I know the one that in my little small town that I grew up in, it's been closed down for years. They demolition it, and you know what they did? They turned it into a Nissan dealership, which I just think is crazy, because if anything that town does not need is another dealership, because they got enough. But all right, I just wanted to take a moment and check out that cinema right there. But now I think I'm ready to go get into the guts of this video and go check out the Columbia Mall. So I'm gonna drive over there and park, and then just kind of make my way around the outer edge, and then find the entrance that we can enter the mall itself and do a little exploration. Thank you for joining me today, by the way. This is going to be a lot of fun. I do like these dead malls. This is definitely the biggest town I've ever been to check out one of these malls. Most of the dead malls I go to has been small towns like Statesville, North Carolina, Signal Hill Mall, Penrose, I'm thinking Reedsville, and Salisbury Mall in Salisbury, North Carolina. But Columbia is a very big city. It's a very kind of metropolitan area. It's very big here, a lot of big buildings and a few skyscrapers and things like that. So it's kind of shocking that a mall this size is not making it. A lot of times when you go to big cities, their malls do find a way to they got so many people there, they do have a way to kind of survive a little bit. But this one, maybe not so much. I think it might be 50% occupied on the inside. So let's move in that direction. Let's begin, friends. All right, so right here is one of the main entrances to the mall. Just seen somebody go in. There's a few cars over here, and I'm just going to kind of walk over here and look around a little bit and just work around the building. Obviously I've never been here before, but I do kind of want to just look around and look at the condition of the building, and I want to see the condition on the inside of the mall itself. You know, I always look for water leaks and different, you know, smells that shouldn't be there. So that's kind of what I do. I like to see the condition of these places to see just how bad it is, because there's a reason their store's not here. So I'm gonna walk up here into these shadows, and it very much, you can tell, looking pretty rough for wear back here. This must have been just like a drop-off area for your shopping. Go pick people up maybe in rainstorms and things like that. Or if somebody in your family really enjoyed shopping, I guess you'd have to just back the pickup truck right here and then load it all in, huh? Got some pillows over here. Maybe some homeless people using that as a little sleeping area. I don't know if you guys can see in there or not. I do see an escalator inside there. Very empty. We will also, oh, this was a Dillard's store. Look right here. This was Dillard's in their time when they was here. I don't have a whole lot of information about this mall. Sorry about that. But this was kind of a one-stop shop for me today. So now we're going to just move around the corner here and look at the other side. Walk around the edges and see if we can see anything cool. So right here in front of where Dillard's was located, this was a sidewalk at one time, but now it is very overgrown all the way down through there. The vegetation has definitely taken over. Come around this side, we have another entrance. Right here is where the trucks would have offloaded their goods. They got 3 bay doors right here. And this is what the parking lot kind of looks like over here. Look at that. Kind of creepy looking. A lot of grass is coming up through the cracks and stuff where it's not been used in so long. And look at these lights they have up here. Kind of cool looking. And I would imagine this is just the other entrance to Dillard's, right? Yep. There you go. Really can't see much of anything in there. Hopefully we can see a little bit more when we get inside. Alright, so I walked around the corner, and this is kind of where the sidewalk would have came out. You would have walked down through here and made your way down through that maze of craziness. A lot of overgrowth. You can see the ceiling up in there look like it's been falling. This is all the same building. I think all this has belonged to Dillard's at one point. And I think I'm gonna go enter right over here. I just wanna walk on the outskirts here a little bit and just check things out. Yeah, definitely look at the ceiling up in there. Definitely some water damage or something going on to make it fall. You can see chunks of it here on the ground. And right there's a little bit more from up there. Okay. Let's push on, shall we? Even the main entrance here, as grand as it once was, has a lot of wear on it. I don't know how how it shows up, that you can see like the peel and paint and things like that going on. A lot of water spots and like moldiness kind of on the entrance itself. Sears says please keep doors closed. Right here is the mall hours. There you go. Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And they got some here. They also got the hours written right here too. All right. Let's enter, shall we? And first thing I do is look up at the ceiling when I come in these old malls. You can see maybe some rain water spots up there that had made the some of the coating on the ceiling itself start to chip and peel. But I gotta say something right here right out of the gate, man. The floors, very nice looking. You know, I seen some pictures before I got here of this place, and from an art standpoint, the styling and everything looks really cool. And we got us a directory right over here, because I've never been here before, so this might do me a little good. So as of course you can see, right there is Macys, and look at the other anchor stores. They have nothing. That's kind of the layout of it. Got some blacked out stores that had closed, department stores, food court, A&D Buffalo, some Japanese food it looks like. Right here, professional services, quite a few of them closed. But other than that, there's a lot of items on here. I can't wait to walk through and see what we can see. Wow, this is leftover from 2020 right here. All right, so this right here was the entrance where I came in. And check out this cool design right here. The food court must be very, very close. I do see a burnout light right there. I don't know if you guys can see it in the picture or not. I actually have the light on my camera turned up a little bit because it is a little dark in here where you can see. But right here is a storefront. Don't know what this used to be because there's no signage left over. But this will give you a kind of a, you can really see they got the lights on in there. This still looks in like really good shape though. I mean, look at that in there. It's just nothing. Got the escalators over there across the way. Really nice. Even the ceiling tiles look pretty good shape. All right, my friends, so that store we just looked at right down here, obviously it was Sears. So when I walked in, I did not see that sign right there, right below or right above these candy machine dispensers. It says Sears that way, so that was the Sears store. And then we have this beauty line store still open. I just spoke to a very nice security guard. He don't mind me filming in here. He just wanted to make sure I didn't put other people in it, and so I try to always do a good job with that anyway. And this right here is the Rainbow store. So we're not going to be going up. This right here is the escalator. And these are just some stores over here that are open, just casual. We're going to move down through here, and as you can see, we're starting to see a little bit more abandonment. A lot of the the gates are down for these stores. Not a lot going on here in this vicinity. I hear a dog. I wonder if they got a pet store, or is that somebody just, had their animal in here walking around. Just look at all these abandoned spots. I read that this place was like 50% like in capacity or whatever, like 50% empty. It might be more than 50% empty. There's really not a lot here. Right there's some kind of store. I'm gonna walk over there because they got music playing. Look at that fancy entrance to this place. It says shopping matters. It did. It says Bath and Body Works, Journeys, Kids Foot Locker, Lady Foot Locker, Payless Shoes, Victoria's Secrets, Zales. Sometime you can find where stores used to be in these old dead malls, and you can like make out what it used to be up there, but not this one. Can't make out much of anything. I bet that looked cool back in the day. I don't know if they still use these lights. You see these string lights up here? I bet that looked really awesome back at one time. And they do still have this lone little ATM all by itself down here in this area. Man, this place is so wild. I mean, as cool as it looks, and just how it's built, and the layout and the design looks so awesome. It's a trip that this thing is dead like this. There's just nothing here much. Alright, now I think I'm gonna make my way over here, and we might go up these steps right here next. Alright, so I was over there at that little ATM right there off in the distance, and I was fixing to go upstairs, and then I seen this. So it says the Burlington Coat Factory is this direction. We're gonna walk down this part of the mall. Next, right there is something called Too Hot, which is an open store. And right here's another closed store. It was called Gym Shoes, Buy, Sell, and Trade. And it has definitely been closed for quite some time. It is cleaned out. There's a few shoes in there on the floor, but it's pretty much cleaned out. So right here is the old Bath and Body Works. So you can see where it used to have the signage up there. That's where it was located. Of course, we have some little play area for the kiddos. They're still functional. And it says, oh, this sign up here, it says up to go to the food court. Got us a barber shop. Great American Jewelers still open. Jewelry stores, they stay open too. They're about like Belk. Check this out right here, direct from the ringside, Muhammad Ali. All right, we're going to go upstairs now. The escalators are not working, so we're just going to have to walk it. All right, I just made it up the escalator. They have these banners up here hanging down that you can see a lot better now, called Fashion. There's Area 57 open, but once again, even though we moved upstairs, a lot of dead stores, things that are closed. There's a few people in here kind of moving around. If any of you guys ever used to shop at this mall, definitely put in the comments section down below what it used to be like, because I can imagine back in the day this had to be pretty awesome. Really cool place to come and have some fun. As that banner says, those banners are a little weird, just a little bit. It don't really go with what's going on here from a design standpoint. And that sign has been moved, so I'm not sure what this used to be at the moment. Now, if right there is telling you Sears, Macys, so I would imagine Macys is still here. We do know that. Sears must have been moved like not too long ago, because the other anchor stores have been, you know, kind of removed from a lot of the signage. I thought maybe one of these directories might still have a little bit of information on it. But I know in the past, when you go to malls and you see like this drywall being done, sheetrock. Normally there's a Belk on the other side of that, you know. That's the way it is in Statesville. That's the way it was in Penrose Mall in Reedsville. But this mall has no Belk, so very interesting. It looks like they have some little kiosks down through here where people used to, you know, set up and sell stuff here in the middle. All right, I'm gonna make my way down this way now, and I turn the camera back on when I get down there when we see something new. All right, now I'm back to the center of the mall itself. Right here is the elevator to go down, which is not functional right now at this moment. Don't know if it normally is, but today it's definitely not. Kind of gives you a view, the grandness of this place. And this is definitely a grand center with those steps right there. It's almost like an atrium on a ship or something that you would see, like a cruise ship is kind of what it reminds me of. You got all this natural light that comes in from above. Really cool, really awesome. All right, let's make our way over here. This is the entrance to the one anchor store that still survives, Macys. There's Macys Twist. Ooh, that looks kind of good. I'm a sucker for soft serve. That looks mighty, mighty delicious, actually. So I was sitting here looking at these steps, and I noticed this little bucket here on the ground, and they definitely have some rain leakage, as you can see that discolored panel up there. And then out here in the very center of the mall, I noticed you have all this like caution tape up, and I didn't know what it was. I really wasn't paying attention much. I was too busy looking at these stores and stuff as I was walking around, but all those are like trash cans. So they must have quite a bit of leakage happen around these skylights up here, and they got them like just kind of scattered all the way around through there. I know there was a lot of rain that come through the area here a few nights ago, so I'm sure they had to put that stuff in place to catch, you know, to keep water from, you know, just being all over this beautiful floor they have down there. So just wanted to make a note of that as we push forward back down this way. Oh man, look at that interesting looking vest right there. Made from some kind of animal. That's just like a junk store or something. There really is nothing happened, no anything. They got so much stuff they couldn't even close the gate. And right here, old Puppy Kingdom. I've been hearing a dog bark. I wonder if this had anything to do with this place. Speaking of animals, Puppy Kingdom. Maybe not. Maybe that's been closed for a while too, because just the P and the K are up there. Even though that's the way that maybe they had it. You know, see that? Oh well, boy, it stinks. A lot of perfume going on there to hide that puppy smell. There's another abandoned store. Closed down. Now in this area it looks a little bit more lively. Just a little bit. And so right here is a place called Newsstand, which is closed, but it does look like it's been open. Maybe there's closed for right now, but this right here is the food court area. And we have quite a few stores right here in this area. As you could see, this is some of the places. That's Rainbow. We walked by that early on. We got Pro Image Sports. So most of the stuff is like sporting goods stores with shoes and jerseys, things like that. Your favorite team. But right here is the food court, and you know what? That is an awesome sign. Look how colorful and how much pop that has. That looks freaking great. That looks so awesome. But this is the food court. Not a lot going on here. They have like a little playground over here for kids, which is very dormant and dusty looking. So I see we have 1, 2, 3 places to get food in here. Everything else is darked out and shut down. But all in all, this is a really cool looking area. So it's such a shame that it's fallen, you know, upon hard times like this. And I guess this here must be the upstairs entrance to Sears. And they have a baseball, the fine art of baseball store right there. Like card collectors, things like that. This here's where we entered earlier in the video. We walked right across that rug and looked in this store, and this is, as we know now, this is Sears. Kind of take a peek in there. They got some kiosks right here, kind of blocking the main shutters. And that's the upstairs of Sears. Pretty awesome. All right, friends, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way out, and we're gonna wrap this thing up. So I totally want to go out, exit a different way than I came in, so I couldn't help myself. I went back to the center of the mall, and I wanted to real quickly walk down these steps. I just had to do it. They was calling my name. They look so awesome. All right. I guess that will pretty much wrap up this mall review today, or tour. The Dead Mall here in Columbia, South Carolina. Columbia Place Mall. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. If you are new to the channel, please think about subscribing. If you enjoyed today's content, this little tour of this mall, this poor dying mall here in Columbia, South Carolina. What an awesome facility, yo, as far as just the space and what it offered to shoppers over the years. Pretty freaking wild to be here. Just look at this one more time. This here was the front of Dillard's, and it is just totally grown up. Unbelievable. So if you enjoyed today's content, as I was saying, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. These places here are a dying breed. That's why I always like to document them right here on the channel. Really wild. I miss malls. I have so many great memories throughout my childhood and growing up. Going to malls, doing shopping, arcades. Really never seen a place in there that looked like an arcade front neither. If you ever went to this mall growing up, definitely put in the comments down below kind of did it have an arcade. I'm sure it did, but you know, things have changed over the last, I don't know, 40 almost 50 years. This thing's been built early 70s when they built this place, so a lot's changed in. But yeah, well, I'm all done. I'm not going to ramble on anymore. Thanks so much. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Do a lot of travel vlogs. I really appreciate all your support, all your new subscribers out there. Thank you very much. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, and definitely drop a comment. I love reading them. I love it. I love to hear some people's memories that y'all had with this place. Time's a ticking on this whole place, I believe. Until next time, friends, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Y'all stay safe out there, and I hope to see you again soon.